game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So fly. Oh yes he is.
I mean that boy just the shit.
He's a mess he is.
Fresh to death.
Ain't nobody fresh as he is.
They can't compare
or get next to him
because
he's so fly.
I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee
home down to those jeans.
You see the ice in the pinky.
What up, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience, and this show is pre-recorded, so don't call in. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning today here in Richmond Hill, Georgia. I'm sitting here, as some of you may or may not know, I got stuck here over the weekend because I got to Savannah a little bit too late Friday and couldn't unload, so I had to wait it out and get a new delivery appointment for tomorrow morning, Monday. Anyhow, happy Sunday to everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well, feeling well, healthy, and staying COVID-free. It's been crazy out there. Donald Trump is still trying to hold on to the White House. Why, I don't know. I mean, seriously, it's long past due now for this guy to start the transition. All of these frivolous lawsuits and antics and stalling, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, and it's actually causing a national security issue for our country. But it seems the Republicans don't care, and they're just going to let Donald Trump continue on with this bullshit. Basically, that's the only way I can say it. So anyway, I didn't win the lottery. And because if I had, I probably wouldn't be recording this show right now. Or maybe I would. I mean, this is something that I really want to do. So it's about time to quit the procrastinating and get this thing going. I am working desperately to get out of this trucking life. But I'm not stupid. Unfortunately, COVID has the whole world kind of screwed up right now. So a lot of industries are hurting. A lot of businesses, especially small businesses, are hurting. So, I'm not gonna cut off my nose to spite my face, so to speak. But I am making a slow transition out of the trucking life. It's getting to be too much. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy lifestyle. But it is what it is right now. It's serving its purpose. I eventually, will be back into the entertainment industry full time real soon. So bear with me. I'm working on it. I know I'm slow, but I got to work at my pace. Can't rush things. Anyhow, let's get to it. What are we going to talk about today? I really don't want to talk about politics. You know what I do want to talk about? I want to talk about perseverance and overcoming obstacles. With this COVID-19 situation, a lot of us have run into some roadblocks or are experiencing some things that we never thought we'd have to go through before. A lot of families out here hurting, a lot of hungry people, a lot of people that are homeless or soon to be homeless. And there's a lot of uncertainty about the future. We really, really don't know what's ahead for us. And it's scary. It's very scary. I know for me, I never imagined that we'd be in a situation like this where, I actually have to worry about everything, everything in life. Fortunately, all my kids are grown, so it's not like I have young kids to worry about. But I guess I do because my girlfriend has young kids, and I definitely worry about her kids. Although they all have their fathers in their life, I'm quite sure that, when I am around, when I'm not on the road, hopefully I'm a good influence on them. I love them like they're my own, so I worry about them. But anyhow, what's important is that we keep a positive mental outlook. It's important that we stay optimistic about the future. And I know it's hard. 2020 has been an incredibly trying year. And it's not over yet. I mean, we still got a month left in this year. And who knows what 2021 is going to bring us. Hopefully, things are going to start to look better. But just in case, we have to prepare ourselves. I always say, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. That's really all we can do because nothing's guaranteed. No matter how hard we work, no matter, really what we do, tomorrow is never guaranteed. So, but the choices that you make now will definitely affect your future. So we have to make sure that we try to make the best choices that we can right now, even though we have a not so sure future ahead of us. So how do we get through? How do we stay positive? I don't know. I know for me, I just do. I wake up every day, and no matter what I'm facing, I tell myself it's going to be a good day. I wake up smiling, happy, and I just, look forward to making sure that no matter what, what's facing me, I'm gonna, tackle it with a positive attitude. And don't get me wrong, I'm human just like you, and just like everybody else. I have my days when I'm not so positive, but for the most part, I kind of, feel like I can overcome anything. And I know a lot of Christian people say God's not going to put anything on you that you can't handle. And I mean, I have my opinions about religion and God and everything. I do believe in God, but I actually don't believe God puts anything on us. I actually believe that God doesn't do anything at all to intervene in our lives. Mainly because, God gave us free will. God gave us free will to make our own choices. And with those choices come certain consequences. And I do believe that that's the lesson that we all have to learn, is that it's not about God blessing us for good deeds and being good people. I think the lesson that we all have to learn is that God gave us free will to choose our lives the way we want, knowing that we would have to suffer the consequences of those choices no matter what. That's what I believe. I don't think God is sitting up there in heaven with a bag full of blessings waiting to hand out. I think we all have access to that universal power to be able to make whatever happen for ourselves happen. But we have to make smart choices for ourselves. And I believe that if you look back on your own life, you can relate past choices and decisions that you've made to where you are right now in life. I know I can. I know I made some terrible choices in the past, and I know that some of those choices have gotten me to where I'm at now. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not in a bad place, but I'm definitely not where I thought I would be. But I can directly correlate my current position based on decisions and choices that I've made, to get here. So I know what I got to do to get to where I want. So now I'm making the choice to do what I got to do to get there. And I will get there. And we all will, if you make the right choices. And that's what it all comes down to. We always have a choice. I remember growing up, and being told, don't give in to peer pressure and, and this, that, or the other thing. And, I've never been one to do that. I don't believe in peer pressure. I don't believe anybody can make you do something that you don't want to do. I don't believe that you're going to go in a direction that you don't want to go into. It's always a choice. You got stupid ass friends that want to do stupid ass shit. You got a choice on whether or not to walk away from them and go in an opposite direction. Nobody's tying you up or handcuffing you or forcing you to go one way or another. You always have a choice. I don't believe in any gray area in between. It's black and white. You're going left or right, Some of you might argue that, hey, well, you know what, you can go straight ahead. Yeah, you can. You can go straight ahead. But again, that's a choice that you make. So it's never, in my opinion, just fate. Nothing's left to fate. Everything happens because of a choice and decision that we've all made for ourselves. So I keep that in mind every day. I know that everything that I do is going to affect my life one way or another. Not only that, it may affect somebody else's life. So you got to keep that in mind too. Yes, other people's decisions can affect our lives, and we have to be mindful of that. So it's my belief that this entire universe operates on the choices that we make for ourselves. Like I said, I wake up every day with a positive attitude, and all I can, that's all I can do, really. It doesn't make any sense to sit around moping and crying about, what's happening or what's going on. All I can do is wake up, get to my day, start doing the things that I know that I need to do for what I want to accomplish, and hopefully my choices won't impact anybody else in a negative way, But here's the thing. You're not responsible for anybody else's life. You're not responsible for anybody else's happiness other than your children while they're children. Once they grow up and become adults, they're responsible for themselves as well. But I don't live to make someone else happy or make someone else satisfied. And that includes relationships. Relationships are a two-way street. We work in our relationships. If you're in a solid relationship, you work in that relationship to improve each other's lives. If you're not bringing any improvement to the table, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? However, each person in a relationship has to be happy within themselves. I can't count on somebody else to come into my life and make me happy. You follow what I'm saying? I have to be happy for myself. It's not anybody else's responsibility to make me happy, to make me feel good. And it's not fair to put that responsibility on anybody. Now, I will, however, in my relationship, do things that I hope the other person will appreciate. And yes, I will make sacrifices. I make a lot of sacrifices, for the one that I love, for the one that I'm with. And hopefully, she sees, or feels that I'm worth enough to make some sacrifices for if need be. However, again, I can't put the responsibility of my happiness and my contentment on her. And although I try every day, to do things that I know or that I hope will bring a smile to her face or bring some joy to her life, and hopefully vice versa. When you love somebody, you should love them unconditionally. Going into these relationships, and not just intimate relationships, but friends, family, everybody. We should go into these relationships knowing that they're people, they're individuals, they got certain quirks about them. We may or may not like everything that they do or everything that they say or certain things about them, but you choose to love somebody. And when you choose to love somebody, hopefully you choose to love them as they are. You don't want to go in trying to change anybody. You don't have the right to try to change anyone. You got to accept people as they are. And it all comes back to what I was saying earlier about choices. It's always a choice. You don't have to deal with somebody if you don't like them. Plain and simple. And that goes for family, friends, or otherwise. You're not obligated to have a relationship with anyone. There's a lot of people that have come and gone in my life. I love them all. I love them all dearly. Didn't like everybody. Didn't like them all. And the ones that I like, I carry on a relationship with. The ones that I don't like, I don't deal with. No animosity towards them. I just don't like the things that they do. I don't like how they're living, and I don't want that as a part of my life, so I don't deal with it. It's my choice. It's your choice too. So whenever somebody, comes to me, asking me how I feel about, this, that, or the other, or telling me, oh man, so-and-so, really gets on my nerves and da-da-da-da-da. Well, don't deal with them. You don't have to. You follow what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with these people if they bring that much negativity into your life. And that goes for anybody. Anybody. We always have a choice. Think about that. So that's all I got to say this morning. I know it was kind of all over the place, but you know what? Like I said before, this is therapy for me. And hey, if it does something for you, then great. If not, I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep on talking. Eventually, real soon, we're going to be having conversations because we're going to be going live here in the coming weeks and taking your phone calls. But in the meantime, drop your comments down below. Tell me what you'd like to talk about. Tell me what's on your mind. This is a no judgment zone. I don't judge anybody. And hopefully you won't judge me. But if you do, fine. You know, that's your choice. You can judge me if you want. It's not going to affect me one way or the other. I love y'all. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. I will see you next time. Peace.